Ripple's CEO and CTO have said that XRP needs to reach $10,000, so you guys should go crazy. They even made this point clear in a tweet and an audio tape. But before we do that, we need to talk about some very interesting news that came out recently. Gold is bought by central banks and the Ripple Central Bank. When it comes to digital currencies that use the XRP system, the Republic of Palau is the best example. As U.S. banks fail and on-demand funding explodes outside of the U.S., Ripple is doing better than the SEC. Of course, all of this is compared to how much XRP costs. When the market crashed, all cryptocurrencies went down. Bitcoin fell 2% from the day before. For now, XRP is on the rise and getting ready to come back. Also, it's important to keep in mind that technical issues have led the price of XRP to change many times, reaching thousands of dollars. This radio clip says that the real price of XRP is many thousands of dollars. Also, it's important to remember that Arthur Burchuk, one of the founders of Ripple, said that the company has chosen to hold talks with more than a dozen countries about making digital currencies for central banks based on the XRP ledger. Also, David Schwartz, who is the CTO of Ripple, has confirmed many times and in many tweets that XRP is worth $10,000. You will hear this audio tape for the first time as we talk about it. On it, Schwartz says that XRP could replace the US dollar as the world's main currency. Let's start with today's huge XRP prize, though, before we talk about that. Because we work with metalcrypto.com, each of you will get a unique XRP Gold Award. We're working with the XRP prize. You should share this movie, subscribe to the channel, and click the like button if you think it looks great. You will also get a Ripple XRP Gold Award and more than 1,000 XRP. If you use the code FREE10, you'll get a free discount code for metalcrypto.com that is good for $10 off any item. If you want to buy XRP socks, a sweatshirt, a cap, or any other cryptocurrency-themed clothing, you can use the code FREE10 to get $10 off. You can also use this code to get a custom Ripple XRP gold coin for less than $14 USD. I really think that everyone should read it. This is a great lesson. That being said, I have more than one of these. Go to metalcrypto.com to learn more. The URL is in the description. Now let's watch the movie. Today's show has a lot to talk about. Even though there is a lot going on in the world of cryptocurrencies right now, XRP is the star of the show. The price has even gone up all of a sudden. A few hours ago it hit 0.437 and now it's up to about 45 cents. In the last few hours, that kind of digital cash has gone up by more than 2 cents, which is crazy. We also need to talk about David Schwartz because he gives a strong case for the $10,000 price estimate. This is what he said. At the time, the least you can pay to buy something is 10 drops. There is no way that the minimum transaction fee would change no matter how much XRP price goes up. It will always be 10 cents. One drop could be enough to defeat the fee. In this sentence, he also says that two kinds of protocol changes could happen if even a millionth of an XRP is too much for a transaction fee. Once you've made a payment, you can buy things with a certain number of transaction points. This is the only part of the tweet that was made public that talks about an XRP price of $10,000. I wish I could show you the rest. That's not all, though. This is what David Schwartz said in a 2017 tweet that got a lot of attention. It's what he means when he says that XRP can't be dirt cheap. That makes no sense to me. They would mean a million of them, which is $1 million. If XRP only cost $1, it would take one XRP, which would cost an extra $1 million. The only difference being that paying the higher price is cheaper. If Bitcoin were only worth $300, it would be too expensive to use and would have too big of an impact on the market. But now you can use Bitcoin to buy a $1 million house. When prices go up, fees go down in the long run. That's not all, though. A leaked audio tape with Ripple's CTO David Schwartz says that digital assets like XRP could compete with the US dollar as the world's main currency. From now on, this tape will only play on the Crypto Geek channel. Let's see the movie. Do you think the following world reserve currencies could live together? Yes, and I agree. It is possible. There's a good chance that the dollar is not the main currency of many countries anymore. Also, a lot of places are ready to try out new ideas. For digital assets to do well, one of my wild card ideas is that the US dollar won't always be the primary currency. It's possible that it will happen, but I don't think it will happen soon. The money in storage will be used for different things. The people who worked at banks would ask me why they should buy something from you guys when they could use something that banks made. They didn't know that Deutsche Bank was one of only 10 banks in the world that bought software from us when we first started. Swiss JP Morgan Chase and HSBC loans are like the people who would build a system that everyone in the world could use. They face toughest competition from the 6,000 smaller banks that are not part of the bigger banks. Those are the things they hate the most, but they wouldn't use the system they built and keep up because it would give their strongest rivals an edge. I think the same thing is possible when it comes to states. Every country wants its currency to be the world's main currency. A lot of people in the US and other countries want the global currency to be the world's key currency. This has helped the US economy grow very quickly over the last few decades. With the US still in charge, the only countries that could win are the EU, Russia, and maybe one or two more. But most countries are aware that their currency won't be the world's main currency in the future. So they might rather have a currency that can't be controlled than one that can be controlled by their biggest political foes. That, in my view, is the best way for digital assets to do well. If these countries agree that the US dollar won't be our currency for a while, no one will try to replace it. At least no one wants the EU to take the place of the dollar. Russia is the only country that wants the ruble to take the place of the dollar. China is the only country that wants the yuan to take the place of the dollar. So, instead of using a currency that is controlled by their biggest enemy in the world, they might be able to agree on one that can't be controlled by anyone. If you want to find one, that seems like the most likely case. But how do you make money? Are you able to get everyone to agree? They could even agree on what the hum? Instead, the dollar might have to give way to a new currency because of its enemies in the war of ideas. But that's not the same as hiring a new boss to take the place of the old one. If they say no boss, you know that a lot of people who use cryptocurrency are rich. That's not a good idea. They'll think you can't handle it. It's all right. Yes, of course. Also, it's great to talk to you. I only have one question. While we talk about XRP, I saw another coin that we've been talking